Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episodes of Boxes of Comics. For this video we will be reviewing a 4-issue miniseries titled Aquaman, Time and Tide. This limited series consists of 4 issues and is a volume 1 that began publishing in December of 1993 and finished publishing in March of 1994. It is written by Peter David, who has also worked on award-winning 12-year run of The Incredible Hulk, as well as runs on a normal Aquaman run, Young Justice, Supergirl, Fallen Angel, Spider-Man 2099, and The X Factor. So let's get into more detail after this. Okay, so for Aquaman Time and Tide, this review consists of 4 issues in a mini-series. It is set up as a year 1 styled origin story for Aquaman. If you don't know what year 1 is, it's a Batman story that tells how Batman became Batman in his first year, hence why it's called year 1. It's the same thing here, but it's for Aquaman. So instead of Gotham City, you have talking fish. Okay, so issue 1 starts with Aquaman writing in his mother's journal and telling his origin story through flashbacks that take place during the rest of the issues. We then see Aquaman meeting the Flash, and the Flash helps convince Aquaman to trap the sinister villain known as the Trickster. After he is captured, Aquaman is then celebrated as a hero to like the city, so I don't know what city that would be, but to the city that Flash lives in. And they're celebrating, and he doesn't like the attention, so he goes back to the ocean, and before he leaves, the Flash convinces him to stay. He's like, dude, you're a hero. You could be like a true asset here and whatnot, but Aquaman leaves. And then we get, he leaves for the ocean, but then he comes back. And that's basically all of issue number 1. So it's really quick. You just have Aquaman minding his own business, but then you have the Trickster up to no good, and Aquaman's like, what's all this racket? And then he meets the Flash and they defeat him. Aquaman is now celebrated as a brand new superhero, and he doesn't like the attention, so he leaves. For issue 2, it begins with the birth of a dolphin, which is immediately caught by sailors, and Aquaman threatens the sailors until the dolphin is set free. The issue then talks about how Aquaman was raised by dolphins and a boating incident of his dolphin brother, because there's no other humans that live in the sea, it's just Aquaman. So Aquaman grows up thinking he's a dolphin. The issue then talks about how he was raised by dolphins, and then after the incident, Aquaman has no choice but to leave the dolphin for dead to the sharks that want to eat him, and Aquaman disappears from his dolphin family. And he's torn apart, he doesn't know what to do, so he just finds his own way in the world. So in issue 3, that it opens in the Arctic, and Aquaman finds Eskimos while in the Arctic and lives with them for a while and ends up falling in love with the Eskimo's daughter. After that, the grandfather sees a demon and believes that his family has been cursed, and he dies of a heart attack. And Aquaman leaves the house. He's ashamed, he doesn't know what to do. In the final issue, Aquaman and Aqualad are both hanging upside down, and Ocean Master is celebrating a win, and he has a gun pointed at both of them. He's like, yo, do what I say, otherwise you're gonna die. But Aquaman and Aqualad break free, and they're like, hey, we're not gonna do what you say. Instead, we're just gonna beat you up because you're a punk. So that's how that issue starts out. But then you have Ocean Master attacks Atlantis in another flashback, which is the same flashback in which Aquaman is telling the origin or the birth of his son. He was like, so like, oh, here's another great story that you might enjoy. So this flashback in the 4th issue, it starts out with Aquaman celebrating the birth of his son. The Ocean Master attacks, and it talks about how Aquaman learns that the Eskimo girl that he killed, Aquaman didn't kill him. It was actually Norm, Ocean Master. And so Aquaman fights Ocean Master with the help of Mera, and the series concludes with Aquaman worried about his half-brother Ocean Master and how he will protect his family. So like I said, this is a very short 4 issues, like 20 pages long at most, so something quick and easy you can pick up from the comic store. And it's actually a great read if you take the time to sit down and read it. It did a great job reintroducing the character of Aquaman as a whole, along with some cameos from the Trickster, the Flash, you have Ocean Master, and it's like a pretty cool origin story because when Aquaman was first a character, he wasn't taken seriously. He was like a little dorky, a little not super cool like Batman or Superman. But when DC decided to redo all of its superheroes and give us Batman Year One or Aquaman Time and Tide and reinvent their superheroes, they made Aquaman kind of more badass and a little more darker. And it really shows in this series. And this series actually leads on into the 90s Aquaman run, where Aquaman loses his hand and he grows out his hair and he gets tattoos, and it's more like the Jason Momoa Aquaman that we know from the Zack Snyder Justice League. Overall, I'd say that this series is probably 4 out of 5 stars. It does give us a good, compelling story. It reintroduces characters that we know and love, while also setting a brand new tone for what DC had planned after Crisis on Infinite Earth. So, like I said, really good run. Pick it up if you want something cool that's Aquaman. I also like the new 52 Aquaman. That's also a good one. But this one I think is very cool because it just reintroduced Aquaman as a new character. So that's all we have for today's episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave comments down below, and visit our website along with our Twitter and Instagram page, which is @BoxesOfComics, and turn on notifications. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and we will see you next time on Boxes of Comics.